Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
Hello, couch potatoes. Hello. I am a little early today because I was sitting here just bored, waiting. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just go live because I have some tea for you guys about this case. Oh my goodness. If it wasn't already crazy enough, believe it or not, it's crazier. Okay, so I will get into that in just a minute. Court is not supposed to start for another 20 minutes or so. They do have the seal up. But also, I wanted to come on early in case the lawyers and the judge are going to sort something out before the jury comes in. I don't know if they are or aren't, but I wanted to be prepared and make sure I have plenty of time to tell you some crazy news. Okay, so let's say hi to hello everyone. First, there's Savage Cashew, who became a member again today. Thank you for your support in becoming a member. Welcome to the member club. You guys, if you're not a member of our channel, it starts as low as 99 cents. And every level, pretty much every level, comes with a whole different show. So we do a lot of shows for our members only. Depending which level you are, is which access you get. Like this morning, I did Llama Learns About, excuse me, which is my show for besties and higher, where we just learn about random things all the time. It's fun. I love it. Hello, Angie. Hello. Welcome. Happy afternoon, I guess. Daria. Oh, babe, I hope you're back. Sorry, I decided to go a little bit early today. There's Savage. What happened? Oh, well, I will let you know in just a few. Hello, Lady in Gray. Welcome, welcome. Kelly, hello. Hello, bestie. And there's Daria. Hi, Daria. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Angie, definitely some crazy stuff. This is Angie comes with some X screenshots last night, and then we went down some rabbit holes, didn't we? Like what? Um, and then tonight, I don't know how long this is court's gonna go today, but at usually 8 p.m. on Thursdays, Miss Terry True Crime and I do True Crime and Wine Time podcast at 8 p.m. Depending on court, it might be pushed back a little bit until court's over. If so, we'll go right into it. But tonight we're covering the disappearance of the Scouten brothers. So I encourage you all to stick around, especially if you're new here after court, and watch our recording of our podcast right here. It's free. Just do that. And what? Oh, guys, by the way, as you're coming in, hit that like button. It lets everybody know that we're live and that they do not want to miss this trial. My face on the thumbnail says everything you need to know about this trial yesterday. So hello, Crash D. Welcome. New here. Happy to watch with you all. Happy to have you here as well. Reminds me to put these little things on the screen there so you guys can see your comments in real time. I try to remember, but I'll be honest, I forget like all of the time. So if I didn't put them up there, you guys can just remind me. There's Dave. Hello, Dave. I hope you're doing well today. Happy to have you here. Oh, Dave is here. Dave is here, everybody. All can as well now. We can commence. All right. So what's the tea, Llama? Okay, where to start? Okay, first and foremost, we were talking before the trial started yesterday. Some people were like, oh, we haven't seen a Vegas trial since the Robert Tells trial. He was a local politician, city council, something, local politician of some sort. And he was doing some naughty things on taxpayers' dime and in places where he shouldn't have. And a reporter who I cannot remember his name right now, and very sorry, he ended up killing the journalist who was investigating it and made it public. It was a whole thing. The guy even took the stand. He was something else. Anyway, Robert Tellis's attorneys are Devyn's attorneys. So that's pretty interesting. But that's not the juiciest. That's not the juiciest gossip I've got for you. So Oh, yes, there we go. We'll put that up so everybody remembers. Okay, so some interesting tea. So you know how, or coffee for me, not tea, but you know how yesterday they told us that Devyn has numerous aliases. She goes by Devyn Jade Michaels, Tracy Trevez, or something like that. Um, Johnathan's parents knew her as Nikki. She had a lot of aliases. Okay. And then we also learned that she also, yes, buckle up, because they weren't kidding, were they? When the prosecution's like, buckle up, buttercups. Anyway, so she has all these different names, right? She's also in the adult business world, both in, I believe, movies and OnlyFans. But we know that that was like her career was adult career. One of the names she went by was Tracy Baker. Interesting. Well, she was formerly married to a guy named Robert Baker. This was before Johnathan and having kids with him. I don't know when their relationship began, but it was before then. Okay, so she's previously married to a guy named Robert Baker. Now, if you guys have been in the trial watching World for a while, that name may or may not sound familiar. But recently there was a trial not too long ago, California versus Monica Cimitelli. I think that's how you say her last name. It's a very long trial. It was like 30 something days. I did not watch it, but I know of it. Right. So she went to trial for conspiracy to murder her husband, Fabio. Yes, who was a hairdresser, which is kind of funny when you think about that. Anyway, he was stabbed to death a bunch of times in his backyard. And she was having an affair with Fabio, with a guy who was also in the adult entertainment industry for a while. And his name was Robert Baker. The same Robert Baker that Devyn, the defendant in this case, was married to. What are the odds of that? By the way, Robert went ahead and just pled guilty and is doing life in prison. He says Monica had nothing to do with it, but apparently that's a very spicy trial from what I read about. We thought our opening statements were spicy. Ooh, those are real spicy. Okay, so she was married to Baker previously. Baker was in adult films. Now, what comes out at Monica's trial is that Robert Baker is also a convicted sex offender, because in the 90s, he got charges for having sex, raping his 13, 14-year-old stepdaughter. Stepdaughter. Did some time in prison. When he gets out, she's like 20-ish, right? They get married. Him and the stepdaughter get married, and she goes into the adult film industry with him. That is not Devyn. We searched. All right. Actually, her name was Dee Baker. Married him, and then they got divorced. And then that's when he met Devyn, the defendant that we're learning about today. And they look very similar. Okay. Definitely had a type there for a while. Okay. So when you think of it, like when you find out that, and then so Devyn has this relationship with her pretty much stepson who she marries. Like, what is going on? Like, the world is big, but apparently it's also small at the same time. So we were just like, what is happening here? Hi, Tracy. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Yes, look at all the green. All of our lovely members are here today. So that is just, I thought you said banger. No, Robert Baker. Yes, because at one time she was Tracy Baker. Now, why she changed her name so much, I don't know, but I'm guessing that has a lot to do with it. Tracy says, "Oh, I remember the Fabio case, but I didn't watch the trial." I didn't watch it either, but I saw like highlights and updates. and whatnot. So, yeah. Hello, Buff. Coinky dink. I think not, right? I was just like, it was, oh gosh, I don't even know what time it was last night, 11:30 midnight or something. And I was just like, oh my God, I got to wait all this time to tell everybody about this. Hello, Michael. Hello, hello, welcome. So I thought that was some very interesting tea to go along with what is a very, very interesting trial, which I will do a brief recap here in a second in case some people didn't get a chance to go back and watch opening statements or something like that. The industry, she was an apparatus. Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird. So in case you guys missed the openings yesterday, this trial is not as cut and dry at any point. As a matter of fact, I should probably make a chart for this one because it's kind of confusing. Because we wondered what the relationships meant, and then we found out what they meant, and we're like, oh. So this one has questions. We all got questions, like, excuse me, which, by the way, they get to ask jury questions, which is always exciting. I enjoy when states let jurors do that because I'm always curious what they're thinking, and it gives us some insight to that. So, what is this trial, in case you're watching and you didn't get to watch yesterday? Well, some spacey, crazy stuff happened yesterday, which the lovely Buffy had to go back in after we were done yesterday to blur out the eggplant photo. We didn't get in trouble for it, but she was like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, cover up that picture that we all saw. So, oh, typo apparently. Hello, Cassandra. Welcome in. Hello. Hope you're doing great today. Dave likes charts and crayons, which I say crowns, but that's not right. And Elfie makes fun of me for it all the time. All right. So, what do we have going on in this case today? Oh, my goodness. What a mess. Why is it not letting me give those options? That's stupid. Sorry. Okay, so we have Devyn Michaels, who is the defendant. She, just in case, I know Devyn's a unisex name. I've met both male and female Devyns. All right, so she's the defendant, and she is accused of killing the father of her two girls, who are between 8 and 12, maybe. I don't know how old they are, but that's what they kind of look like in the picture. And he had full custody of them. And so she got like supervised visits, but John, the victim, the father of her children, apparently, who was seeing another girl, but then threw the engagement ring away. I don't know. They haven't explained it yet. We had a lot of questions. All right. So I don't know all the answers yet. This is what we learned yesterday. So he decides that he's going to move in with Devyn because he's staying at his parents' house. And they're in their 40s, by the way. That he's going to move in with Devyn and the girls. So that way they can kind of have like a normal growing up or something, which is when you learn the rest of the information, you're like, normal. Does that word even exist? I don't know. I don't know. Whereas Savage's girlfriend's going to be back, right? I thought so. I thought she didn't finish her testimony yesterday, but I wasn't sure. Okay. So he's supposed to be moving in a couple of days. Now she's with Johnathan. Devyn is with Johnathan at his parents' house the night that he dies. Because his parent, his mom and her boyfriend saw her there, right? And then Devyn says something about he's sleeping and then just leaves. Okay. Then Jonathan's mom finds him the next morning, laying in his bed with blood everywhere. And he was missing his head. His head had been cut off. No other wounds anywhere else on his body, just his head had come off. So most likely he suffered a head wound, and that's how he died. Okay. And Devyn is the last person to have been seen with him at that location. But they have Devyn at, I want to say 2:30 in the morning, going through a CVS pharmacy, picking up medicine for one of the daughters, because the daughters were at her house. They were there with their older half brother, who's an adult in his 20s, who texts her at some point in time, though I can't remember. I need that pinpoint. That's like, hey, I'm going to bed. The girls are in the living room. Okay. So Devyn is accused of killing, murdering, beheading Johnathan. They haven't really given a motive why. They don't need to, but apparently I think theirs is custody, right? She just wanted with him out of the way, she could have custody of the girls. Now, if you're like, okay, this is kind of messy. Oh, it's about to get messier. It's about to get so much messier. Because you see, while Devyn was talking about getting back together with John, she's married. Yeah, she's married. Her husband, yes, is living in the house that her baby daddy is supposed to be moving into. And who is her husband? None other than Johnathan's son. Yes, she is married to her baby daddy's son and had been since 2021. Now, they tell investigators it's just a marriage for convenience. There's nothing going on. It was for medical insurance purposes or whatever. Okay, but there's nothing intimate between them. It's not weird, even though it's weird. Because remember, if she's married to the son, all right, which she was basically like stepmom for quite a while, all right, but that means that her daughters, that he is the stepdad, also half brother of the girls. What is happening? All right. So, and the prosecution's like, we know that Devyn did all of this. We have security footage from all around the neighborhood, from like rings and stuff. And, we know that Devier, that's the son's name, by the way, Devier, had nothing to do with this, you guys. It's all 100% Devyn. Which, okay. Now, if you didn't know, also if you're new here, Devyn actually took a plea deal, and she's going to get 15 years, I believe, for this murder. So she went ahead and took the plea deal. So this past July, they were set to sentence, and in the sentencing hearing, she freaks out and says, no, I'm innocent of this. I don't know how to fix this, but I'm innocent of this, and I have proof. Okay. And listen, that sentencing hearing is wild. Okay. It is wild. And so they ended up taking back the plea deal and was like, all right, I guess we're going to trial then. All right. That was just this past July. So here we are at the trial. So that kind of catches you up on the state's side of things of what we know right now. Oh, I forgot to, with the body, not only was the head gone, but ammonia and bleach had been poured on the body as well, causing chemical burns and very bad chemical smell, because that's very dangerous. You're not supposed to mix those two together. Shit show, buckle up. And eggplant, Ange, and eggplant. Hold on. Before I go to the defense's side, let me make sure I've said hi to everyone that's come in. Yes. Oh, there's Pam. Hi, Pam. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing good. You haven't missed anything yet. The entire thing sounds like an Appalachian family reunion. Oh boy, does it, right? Was the son in the military? I don't think so. Dave, the neighbor's cousin sister's brother, has the head. Yes, it is very much like this. Layden Gray says, I don't understand why she would entertain the plea deal when she was adamant in the sentencing hearing. I also heard that they had tried, so there was like a good year in between her guilty plea, taking the plea deal, and her sentencing. And I heard that every time they went to sentence her, she would like not want to do it. But I don't know that to be like 100%. True. There's Savage. Hello, hello. Oh, that's right, you guys. If you do exclamation point couch, you get to claim your seats on our couch. So everybody can do it. Go ahead and give it a try. Tracy, I have so many questions. Me too, girl. Me too. Savage. I need hazard pay for holding it down yesterday. Dave, where were you, Dave? Poor Savage. I was all alone. And there were eggplants everywhere. Yeah, this is freaking crazy. All right, so let's talk about the defense's opening statement, okay? Because the state's doing a fairly good job, right? We're like, oh, okay, yeah, how is she innocent of this, you know? Well, the defense comes in, and they do a great job. By the way, I always give credit where credit's due. I thought they did a really great job with opening. Their tone of the story was really good. They did a great job. Both sides did a great job for openings equally. All right. So let me get this. The defense's argument. The defense is pulling a third party argument defense here. Okay. So their thing is that while Devier, the son, and Devyn are married, it was not just a marriage of convenience. Oh, no, 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 no. No, it was a very hot and heavy relationship that her and Devier had been having since at least 2015 or 2016. I think the metadata said 16, but either way, when Devier was just 19 or 20 years old. Remember, she is 45 years old. Okay? And was with his dad. We don't know how much of those years crossed over, but her and Devier had a very spicy relationship because the defense decided that they were going to show us some photos from their phone, which included Devier there laying on the bed with a full salute welcoming everybody. Yeah, that was on the screen. We went and blurted out. I know that Long Crime had to go through and edit their thing as well because nobody was expecting that. That's for sure. And they shared some of the salacious, sexy time texts that they were having. And clearly, they had a very, very intimate relationship there. And to me, it did come across that, Devier was very much like obsessed with her. So that was interesting. Also, him and his dad doesn't have a great relationship. As a matter of fact, he lived at his grandparents' home with his dad, to which the lawyers called that place a shit show. Yep, that's a common word we're going to hear in court. Shit show, which works for this trial because this trial is a shit show. Okay. We're going to need a bigger couch. Well, lucky for that, it's a magic couch that just keeps expanding. Okay, so they've been having this sexual relationship since 2015 or 16. All right, this murder happened in 2023, by the way. And if her daughters are between 8 and 10 years old, that means, well, we know that she already had the daughters before this relationship started with Devier, the son. Not only did they have sexy time pictures, but they also had like holiday family pictures together. Not with Johnathan, not with the dad of the girls or the dad of the son. We'll just call him dad because he's everybody's dad. But no, Devier and Devyn had what looked like family photos, which technically they are married or not. But it very much seemed like they had a very real relationship. Yeah, girl, you're going to need all the snacks, all the popcorn, all the wine. All right. So the defense is pointing their finger at Devier. They're like, all right. So remember, his dad is supposed to move back in with his wife and girls to rekindle this relationship and, give the girls a normal life, which means son goes bye-bye. Okay. Because a couple of days before the murder, there were some text messages from Devyn to Devier that she was like, liar, cheater, in all caps, repetitively, and then says, I want a divorce and you need to leave and take your stuff, just a couple days before the murder. Okay. Now, also, Devier's job is in installing security systems. Yes, that's his job, meaning he would spot cameras probably pretty well and know how to get around them. And on his phone are numerous pictures of security, like cameras everywhere. Now, I don't know if they were of that neighborhood or they were just in general of his job. I'm not sure which one they were, but the son, Devier, when you think about it, I mean, his dad's taken his woman slash former stepmom and wife. He doesn't really care for his dad. I mean, it could be. It could have been him. I mean, when the prosecution was saying their side, I was like, "Ooh, that Devier sounds. Is he not involved?" And then they're like, "No, he's not." But see, they say he's not because his phone was left at Devyn's house, and he wasn't caught on any of the cameras. But that doesn't mean that you weren't there. We don't know. We don't know. We have lots of evidence to see. Was his phone being used at the time that he was there? I don't know. Sit by me with those snacks, right? Big on everyone's dad. Yeah. Also, everyone in this trial is fairly good looking. I guess it's Vegas, so this is like something off of Cinemax After Dark. I mean, yeah, which would make sense, eh? Oh, they're bringing Devyn out. Hold on, it's of course not starting yet, but I forgot to put up my little thing there. Where'd the other one go? Oh, I liked the longer one. Oh, that is the right one. Never mind. I'm so pretty. The new definition to OPP, right? Oh, there they are, bringing in her there. Oh, bad focus. Does she still have on the red wig? I don't know. We'll see. She should have not picked that one. I think she should have just went with her natural hair. I just thought she looked better. I mean, she's a very pretty woman. She is. I will absolutely say that she is a very pretty woman. But that wig that she is wearing is doing no favors. No favors. As a matter of fact, I think it makes her look crazier to the jury. And you don't want to look crazy when you're on trial for murder. So I don't know why she did that. So that is basically where that you're caught up. You're caught up. We had, the officer that responded to the call. At first, he testified there wasn't really, again, the head was missing. There's a pungent smell. Oh, they did have the layout of the house. So his bedroom was like an old living room that was next to the garage. All right. So there was an entrance to the outside from his room to the garage. And the garage door, right, wasn't lifted all the way up, just like part of the way, definitely enough for a person to, underneath of it, and pull something, out. So that could have been the exit for whomever did this. Also, they did not find Johnathan's head anywhere. Let's talk about some of they did not find the murder weapon or the dismemberment weapon. They did not find his keys, phone, or wallet at the house, but his phone was found outside by his daughter's. I don't know if it was his house or Devyn's house. I can't remember. But it was found by his daughter's, and it had what looked like blood on the phone. Then they found his wallet wrapped up in a bunch of like grocery plastic bags in Devyn's underwear drawer. Which, how does it end up there? It's a good question. Good question. Oh, she hasn't come out yet, Pam. At least I didn't see her come out. Oh, look at Amos gifting 20 memberships. Thank you, Amos. Let's see who won. Oh my gosh. We got Michelle Maddox, Leona Muhammad. It's Honeybee for me. Oh, I love that name. Just Ian. Oh, miss you. Hope you're doing well. Misbehaving in Florida. Also hope you're doing well. It's all good. Love that. Oh, Daria asked, has the head ever been found? No, ma'am. It has not. Martin Corby, congratulations. Flash Fan 85, he'll be so happy about that. Gimbers, Ohio, Auntie Candy, Amber M, Serenity RPH, Teresia, Lee Master. Oh my gosh, it's like all of our favorite people. Well, everybody's my favorite people, but like, oh, I know a lot of these people. That's so awesome. Sabetty Ross, Jasper the Friendly Goat, Jay Stanley, Dwayne, Christy Terry, D. Robinson, and Sassy Nas. Congratulations to everyone that just become a member. You'll have to go under the memberships tab and see what all you have access now, because we have shows at every level that are only for our members. So thank you, Amos, for gifting all of those. You're the best. Let's see. They got the seal up. Okay. All right. Well, that was fun and exciting. All right. Yes, thank you, Amos. Which one did you? Let me add a message here or something real quick. Yeah, so that catches you up for this trial. Now, this trial is 3 hours behind us. That's why we're starting very late. They told the jury not to be in until 11 their time, which is now 2 o'clock my time. This trial, they stayed at court till 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock their time, the judge said. So that's anywhere between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. So our trial days are a little bit different, which I kind of like. But also, I then sit here all day just like anxious, waiting for trial. And so that is kind of annoying, I'll be honest there. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So those were all lurkers. Congratulations, all lurkers members. That means you now have access to our show, TMI, Too Much Internet, where we are very unhinged. Okay. We cover a lot of serious stuff on this channel, obviously, true crime. That's our one show that is not, well, not, we have another show Llama learns about that's not really true crime, though we do learn about crime. Anyway, Too Much Internet. It's just us getting together, sharing some of the wildest stuff we found on the internet every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. It is available for members live, though the first Friday every month, which is this Friday, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, TMI will be available for everyone. So we got a lot of fun stuff to show you guys. We do all sorts of things. I think also you guys should have access to my recordings of The Devil on the Bay, which is a new investigative miniseries that I have dropping December 2nd. That's a Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that's with like visuals and everything like that for 10 weeks. So you can watch the recording of those. And then the finals again come out in December and January. So all sorts of fun stuff. Yes, Auntie Candy. Girl, I'll tell you what, when I saw her sentencing hearing in July, I literally told our entire staff, I was like, we need to keep an eye on this one. Because you don't see nothing like that very often. So I was like, yes. And then last week I saw that they had moved the date from the 17th to the 4th, and I was like, yes. I did not know, though, it was gonna be as crazy as it has been. And I love that. I love that for us. Kelly P. Well, I'm glad y'all are finally on my time. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Our amazing Mountain West Coast viewers, they're normally up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, their time to watch trials with us. So It's only fair. Lady in Gray says, Devil in the Bay is going to be fantastic. Yes, thank you. At our membership appreciation stream, which we do monthly. So all you new members, by the way, I think our next one's November 17th. We do sneak peeks, announcements for all members, giveaways, all of that fun stuff. We do that once a month for everybody. So you all get to join in on that. But for October, I showed the first 15 minutes of the first episode to everyone. And it was very exciting. So Pam says, watched original Devil in the Bay and can't wait to see finished product. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very, very excited about how it's turning out. It's so great. Also, merch wise, you guys, hold on. Where's my little, hold on. Right now in our tcwtmedia.com store, that's where you can find all of our merch. And for the entire month of November, our leggings are $20 off. That's right, $20 off and free shipping. So you can get our little mascot here, the couch potato, who's just adorable. I have the couch potato on like literally everything because it's so adorable. We have couch potato ones in different colors, ones with llama on there, just like up there in the corner of our screen in different colors. And we have midday missing ones as well. They're very soft, very comfortable, great fit. So those won't fit me. I don't know. They come in all different sizes. I don't know how far they go, but you'd be surprised. Lady in Gray says, her TCWT hat, yes, comes Friday. Terry got one for HH, and they said that the hat was incredibly well made. It's embroidered and everything. Hold on, there we go. That's what you're talking about right there. That's what Lady in Gray got. We also have a little beanie, or, oh gosh, what do you Canadians call them? Not toboggans. Oh, I like the word too, and I can't remember what it is. But we have all sorts of stuff over there. Tote bags, t-shirts. We're working on men's stuff. All right, I promise we're getting there. Oh, we also have slippers, which also Lady in Gray has and says they're super comfortable. So we're getting our winter stuff in. I know soon we're going to be releasing men's stuff, blankets. I forget what other things. Oh, sorry. All sorts of things we have over there. So please go check that out. Let me switch back over to the court though, so I don't forget. There we are. Oh yes, toques. That's right. Thank you, Dave. Toques. I think that's such a fun name for them. I love that. Oh, you need to get them. Did you leave some of the burps in? Oh, for my Devil in the Bay recording. No, those were edited out and I'm sure saved somewhere. So, yes, can the mods drop the link in the store for the store in the chat? I'm sure that one of them did it. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Ange. Yes, that's at tcwtmedia.com. So you can find those there. Again, whole month, $20. I'm a leggings gal. I have a lot of pair of leggings. And in the wintertime, I wear them under all of my pants. You can never have too many layers. So that's right. Lady in Gray should model her TCWT wear. I think she's put pictures in our Discord server, the Courtyard, which if you guys are interested, that's where we all hang out when we're not live. We hang out over there, have fun, watch stuff, play games. Also, we have court documents over there for cases that we're keeping an eye on or that have happened. I mean, gosh, our Karen Reed one is just still active. So definitely join us over on the Courtyard. If you don't know how to use Discord, that's okay. We'll help you. We're a friendly bunch. Also, if you're new here, feel free to, say hi in the chat. Everyone is very, very friendly. I promise. So, but if you're not in the chat, that's okay. I appreciate you watching. If you're replay crew, appreciate you as well. I know some of our viewers from overseas, our Irish friends and UK friends are probably part of the rewatch crew for this, because it'd be what, like 2 in the morning. Same with our Australian friends. Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning over there for them. So I imagine you guys are all our replay crew. So hello, thank you. We love you just as well. Hello, accept me as I am. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. There is kind of a thing, I feel like, when people find us, they like to stay. We like to have a fun time. We're serious when we need to be. Other than that, we're having fun, because, you know, I can't be super serious all the time. That's not healthy. So yeah, that's all. That was a lot of sharing we did, and we're still 16 minutes late for court. I assumed this judge would be a little stricter on time, but yes, come into the Discord. We all float in the Discord. That's true. Kelly, 99%, 1% serious. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You were homeless and hungry, and you guys took me in. I love that. Yeah, what are we going to be streaming soon? Oh, I know in the Discord we're going to be streaming Stranger Things very soon before the new season starts. There was talk in the mod chat over there about some game nights coming up. And what was the other thing I was thinking about doing? Oh, I'm still trying to fit in a murder mystery party over there, but I don't know. That we're probably going to do maybe in December or January, when we're taking kind of a break over here. So that's true. We also all watched Big Brother together over the summer, because we're a bunch of Big Brother nerds, right? This court, don't even get me started on timing with this court. Oh my goodness. I don't think they care about time either. We feed the animals here. Tracy says, this case, unlike the last one, I'm really not sure if she's guilty. I'll say this. I'm open. I'm completely open to both sides here. There's definitely going to be some evidence we are anticipating, obviously, like medical examiner. I want to see digital, footprints, infotainment centers. We've been promised a lot by the state evidence-wise. So my mind is not made up. I'm certainly interested to see. One thing I think chat can attest to is that I don't have a problem being like, nope, I don't think they proved the case. Whether or not I think that person is guilty or innocent, you got to go on what the evidence says. We've watched some trials where we're like, yeah, that person is factually innocent, Karen Reed. And then we watched other trials like Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson and Stephen Lawson, where some of us were like, yeah, we know they probably did it, but I didn't really feel like they had evidence to convict. They did. But so we allow for all different opinions here, as long as everyone's respectful to one another about it. No one is shamed. Now, the last one we watched, Dustin Duran, we had 100% guilty poll in the chat, which we've never had before. That was a very wild trial. And Buffy is Demi Moore. Yes, she is. Yes. Let's see. We did watch Scream 1 and 2. That was fun. I wish I was Demi Moore. I know, right? She's gorge. I mean, you're gorge too. I know. I've seen your face. But yeah, so that's our channel. So if you're new here, like the video, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, because as I said, we do a lot on this channel. How many shows do we have? I want to say 8, including membership only shows. So we're always doing something around here. Oh, I know. For our lovelies members and higher, tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, Terry, you know how I recorded The Devil in the Bay with you guys, and then we were gonna cut it up and premiere it later for everyone else. Well, Terry True Crime is going to do that as well. She's about to record her second season of Dearest Mother's Darkest Secrets for Lovelies and Higher. That series is not going to come out until spring of 2026. So you guys get to enjoy the next several weeks with her while she's recording it. Now, the first season of Dearest Mother's Darkest Secrets, which is about moms killing their children, the whole first season you can find in our playlist section on our YouTube channel. Sorry, you guys. This is what happens when we have a late trial start like this. I drink a pot and a half of coffee, and it's just like word vomit out of my face. So if you go into the post section of our YouTube channel where like our community posts will be, you guys can now make posts in there. That's right. If you're a subscriber, you can go in, you can write us a message, you can talk with one another, you can share pictures in there. So, if you're not on social media, like I'm not on social media, you can interact with us right there on our YouTube channel now. I was wondering where it was, and we just didn't turn it on, apparently. I didn't know that was the thing, and I saw it today. And so I was like, I'm going to have to tell everybody about this. So, it sounds like bourbon, Llama. Oh, no. Llama does not do bourbon whiskey or scotch or any of those. Not anymore. No, I do not. Let's see. Oh, hello, Teresia. Hello. Welcome. Look at you in green. You were gifted a membership from the lovely Amos not that long ago. Llama doesn't know YouTube and Discord are social media. No, they're not. No, they're not. Okay. No. That's as far as I go. That and Reddit. That's it. I don't want to be anywhere else. I'm good. But is Discord social media though? Because you can only go into certain servers, so I don't know. Does it qualify as social media? Buffy says, yes, they are. Well, fine then. I don't do the others. Those are the only places you can find me. I'm not on anything else. Okay, fine. I guess I have some social media. Terry, however, is on all the social medias. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X. We have accounts for all of those there. So if you're on social media, find us there. Reddit's anonymous though. So, I keep fighting off joining TikTok. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. I just live vicariously through everyone else that has it. Oh, hello, Annie. Hello. Welcome. You met your man on TikTok. Really? It's interesting. Oh, there's the train. Oh, so you're like, Llama, you're so excited about the train that passes your house. No. So Elbow Feet was out working yesterday, and his job called to be find stuff over on the railroad line, right? Because they were replacing the tracks. And he was like, yeah, I bet you didn't hear any trains yesterday during your streaming. And I was like, now that you think about it, I didn't hear any trains. And so they must have it put together because that's the first train I've heard since yesterday. But also, what else we learned is he had met, some railroad workers while he was he's a utility locator guy, right? So he saw some of the railroad people and they were talking and they're like, yeah, they hire every couple of months. He was like, oh, okay. And so he was telling me this story last night. And I was like, oh my God, you could become a train conductor. But then I was like, oh, it's probably you probably need special requirements to be a train conductor, right? You would think. No. It turns out you don't need really any experience to become a train conductor. So if you've ever had a life dream of becoming a train conductor, as long as you have your GED, high school diploma, and a driver's license, you're qualified, friends. You're qualified. So there you go. I told him he should go become a train conductor. The pay was pretty good. It was like $36 an hour starting out. And I think if you're a conductor, that's union. But the more you know, if you enjoyed that fun fact, please become a Besties member and higher, and you get Llama Learns About. Boxcar Willie, right? Oh, right? It's like the Boxcar Children. Did any of you read the Boxcar Children books as a kid? I did. I read like all of them. Except me says, once upon a time, I think some of you ladies watched Night Court and 13th Jurors. I remember names. Yes. Yes. And that's all I have to say about that. Yes, we might look familiar. Lady in Gray gifting 10 memberships. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's like a giveaway party today. You guys are so generous and so nice. Who got the memberships now? Simmer Down. Oh, I love that. Simmer Down now. Cindy Dalton, Afton Ford, Douglas Lafreniere, Finding Dory, Anne, DLT, Susan, Bobby B, who I haven't seen in forever. Hope you're doing well, Bobby B. And Shunka Bacon. Oh, I hope she's doing well as well. I'm surprised Shunka's not around for this trial. Does she know? Does she know? But yes, thank you so much for the gifted memberships today, Lady in Gray and Amos. I appreciate it. We appreciate your support and all of our members. It's a party. Oh my goodness. And she says, YouTube doesn't like me anymore for gifts. I know, right? It's weird how YouTube chooses. I don't know if I like that feature. I mean, I get it, but also, I don't know. I'm sure they'll fix it in like 10 years because it took them 5 years or so to fix the freaking Apple user ability to get memberships. Oh, I'm so glad that nightmare's over. How annoying. Oh, what's this QR code above my face? Oh, that's the merch QR code. There you go. And that merch code up there will take you right to our merch store where we're having the $20 off leggings sale. Oh, also, because this just reminded me with the other QR code, you guys, if you enjoy our channel and want to help us grow and succeed, we are looking for anyone that might want to join the team. It is volunteer only. Right now, we're a pretty small channel. We don't really make any money. But if you want to volunteer your time, we're looking for people to do all sorts of stuff, modding, video editing, show running, researching, writing, all sorts of things. We're taking applications in now. Speaking of, there's a lovely Terry True Crime, who I know has been replying to emails of everyone that has submitted an application, which thank you for all who did. Can't wait to talk to you guys more. But if you want to join our team, listen, experience is not necessary. None of us knew what we were doing when we started. As long as you have, initiative and drive, we're willing to, teach whatever you need to learn. We all learn off of each other anyway. So if you're interested, please fill out this Google form here. We'll have you on the list, and we're going to be doing the interviews very, very soon for that. So again, maybe you just want to mod and then later you want to do some research or writing. That'd be great. Whatever you want to do. It's like driving a train. Yes, Savage. It's like driving a train. No experience necessary. And you don't need a valid driver's license to drive this TCWT crazy train. So yes, if you're interested, please go ahead, fill that out. We do work hard, but we play hard as well. So she fired the other volunteers. No, that's not true. Angie, yes, Angie got fired. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Dave McGuire, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that and your support. I do need snacks. I don't even know where all my snacks are. Actually, Oh, I know that I have a bag of nerds in my bedroom. I should probably get those and some pretzels. Thank you, Dave. Let's see. Oh, darn. Oh, good. I have a chance. Oh, yes, definitely. For sure. So just, yeah, if you fill out the application, just keep an eye on emails and check maybe the spam folder too if you don't see email yet. But give Terry a couple days to do all of that. So, Terry, I fired myself today. She's going to fire me if I don't stop sleeping through Llama Learns About. Maybe. Oh my gosh, what is taking so long with this court? Like, are they going to come in and then be like, you know what, we're going to do lunch? Oh, camera's moving. Oh, she must not have been ready yet. Oh, there she is. Well, I guess at least she bundled her hair up, kind of. Girl, why? I don't like her shirt today either. I like the one yesterday better. That's not great. Yes. I just don't understand why they're taking. I wonder if they're going to go to lunch today. So, wig malfunction. Oof. Listen, the reason why we talk about it is because they had to file something with the court to allow her to wear this wig, which we don't really see very often. But anytime a defendant is in custody, you have to get the judge's approval for everything, including clothing, makeup, hair. The judge has to sign off because they're the custody of the state, right? So we saw that and we were like, oh, I wonder what that means. So this is a choice, and I don't think it was a very good one at all. At all. Where's Cardi? Cardi needs to send her someplace, and thank you. Does she think she's Lori Vallow? Oof, I know. She does look frumpy in that combo. Yeah, and she's very pretty, so I don't know. Anyways, where's Stephanie? Is Stephanie here yet? Well, okay, I guess that blouse isn't too bad, but I think they're bringing the jury in now. Or the judge, one or the other. Something's happening. Yeah. Terry was in custody. Judge, can she wear pink and sparkles every day? I'm going to need you to sign off on the glitter. Glitter, please and thank
you. Please be seated. Your Honor, the jury's all present and accounted for.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
It's true.
We are going to go back on the record and see 377239 states about versus Devyn Michaels. And the record reflects that Ms. Michaels is present with her attorney, Deputy District Attorney, on behalf of the state. We both parties stipulate to the presence of our jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then I'm just going to ask you to raise your right hand. We're going to re-swear you in because it's been overnight.
There you go, Savage.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
What is your
Thank
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, yesterday we left off with a couple of questions about the backyard and that side gate, that
Do you guys
wooden
remember?
fence. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I'm going to show you now 163. Is this a view of the front of the house aiming at the trash cans and that side fence?
It is.
164.
Wilson,
Those
thank
trash
you,
cans were open.
Savage.
Yes.
165, another trash can. 166, trash can opened. 167, another trash can. Yes?
Yes.
168, that trash can opened.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
And search anything of evidentiary value found within those trash cans.
No.
168A? This is that other one. You good with this? I believe by stipulation we move to admit 168A.
Correct.
168.
168A.
168A. Okay, 168A will be omitted for certain stipulation.
And ma'am, I mentioned yesterday we appeared to be missing a photo. Does this appear to be a photo showing the backyard and showing that gate where the fence would be out front?
Where the wooden fence would be out front, yes.
Okay, so does this now tell us both sides of the entry to the side of the house are obstructed?
Yes,
Did you and your team also go out and execute warrants on the vehicles out front?
yes.
169, ma'am, what are we looking at here?
That is a photograph of the victim's truck and trailer that was parked out front of the house.
Can you describe just for the record how it is parked?
It's parked, I'm sorry, I don't know directionality, but it's just parked along the street right in front of the
Okay,
house.
parked, I guess, wrong way on the street.
Correct,
And the trailer appears to be hanging out into the street a bit.
yes,
170, did it appear that the moving trailer portion was somewhat empty,
yes,
other than a blanket or something?
yes,
171, just another angle of that.
correct.
172, documenting the license plate, if you could read that into the record.
399ZUK,
173, is this the bed of the truck?
yes,
Obviously searched at some point.
yes.
Anything of evidentiary value found within the trailer or the bed of the truck?
No,
The inside of the truck, was it also searched?
yes, it was,
174, is that a side angle of the truck?
yes,
A couple of American flags sticking out the back.
yes,
And then there's a bunch of photographs of different angles of the exterior of the truck. Is that fair?
yes,
I'm not going to show them all to you, but you would agree with that?
yes,
I'm going to show you one more, 180. Just a better angle showing the empty moving trailer, or moving trailer except for that blanket and a piece of wood or something.
yes,
181, what are we looking at here?
that's the interior of the truck,
Front seat.
yes,
182, back seat.
yes,
Anything of evidentiary value found within the truck?
no,
In addition to the truck, was there a little blue sedan parked out front?
yes, a little Nissan Sentra,
And was that searched as well?
it was,
185, is that the Nissan?
yes,
186, rear of the Nissan.
yes,
Looks like a temporary tag,
yes,
2010 date on it.
yes.
Can you read the plate into the record?
Sure, 1E67224,
And that vehicle was searched as well?
it was,
188. Front seat,
yes,
189. Back seat,
yes,
190. Trunk.
yes,
Appears that there's a bunch of random materials as though maybe someone was packed.
yes, it was full,
Anything of evidentiary value found within the Nissan?
no,
And I'm assuming that when you're referring to evidentiary value, that would include anything related to blood.
correct,
So let's go back inside the residence just briefly. I'm almost done with you.
okay,
193, we showed this yesterday, but this particular dog door, did you say was it impounded under our vent number?
yes, the cover was, yes.
And you mentioned some latent print processing. 194, what are we looking at here?
So that's the door that's leading from the laundry room into the garage, and that was also processed for letting fingerprints,
And 195, a closer view of that same area?
yes,
You mentioned yesterday, sometimes you'll process and use photography, other times you'll process and actually pull tape.
correct,
Here, it looks like you may have pulled tape.
we did,
And want to ask you some general questions about fingerprints.
sure,
Fingerprints are an artifact left behind when someone touches something, correct?
correct,
And there's latent ridge detail that could be matched potentially to a known fingerprint, correct?
correct,
Fingerprints don't tell you anything about timing.
no,
Right, that could have been left there a day ago, a month ago, a year ago.
yeah, it's very, very difficult to establish a timeline for fingerprint,
Okay, and if someone is a known occupant of a home, you would expect their fingerprints to be in their home.
absolutely,
If someone had lived in that home previously, you would expect fingerprints to be in the home.
absolutely,
If someone had been inside the home, one or two times, they may have left prints as well.
Absolutely.
You just never know, but
Yes.
you do it nonetheless.
Correct.
I'm gonna go back to the body a bit. And I'm gonna put these cameras up on, or I'm sorry, these photos up on the screen for the cameras. 208. Is that John once the cover was removed from his body?
Yes.
There was a suggestion yesterday that maybe the decapitation occurred at a different location, and his body was moved to this location. Is there anything about this body that suggests otherwise?
We did not feel that the decapitation occurred anywhere else. Based on his morbidity, when we removed those bedding and all those sheets, his morbidity was consistent with that position. There was no mixed morbidity or anything to suggest that he had been in a different position.
Okay, the jury's hearing the term lividity for the first time.
Sure.
What do you mean by that?
So lividity occurs when your heart stops beating, the blood in your body will pull into the natural cavities of your body. So the lividity becomes fixed at a certain point, but you'll see dark discoloration that's consistent with the position of the body.
And so if a body lays, say, in this position on the belly for an extended period of time,
Right.
the blood essentially settles with gravity.
Correct.
And that at some point becomes fixed in the body,
Correct.
Now, if a person is killed, and they sit there for a minute, an hour, and then are flipped onto their belly, they're on their back when they're killed or whatever,
Right.
are there times in which the lividity will change a bit?
You'll see a variance in the lividity.
Okay, and in this particular case, anything suggesting that he was moved from this small position on the bed other than maybe flipped over?
No.
In addition to that, we talked about how you believed it was a post-mortem
We're
decapitation.
happy to have you here.
As a result of that, you're
Glad
not
you
going to
found us
have
again.
spurting vessels or veins or arteries, correct?
Correct.
However, there is blood leaking from the
Right.
decapitation.
Right.
Did you see anywhere outside of this small area in the scene any evidence to suggest this body was dragged in, brought in, carried in, or anything like
No,
that?
nothing of the sort.
Showing you 212. Now that the cover is removed, can we see more of those what appeared to be chemical burns?
Yes.
Not feeling the need to publish this photo, but I'm going to just show you the old school way. 214 ultimately is the body removed from the scene, placed into a bag, and the custody taken over by the Clark County Coroner's Office.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'll just remind you, you will have all of the photos that were admitted into evidence when you go back for your deliberations.
Thank you, Your Honor. Was the scene documented after John's body was moved?
Yes.
Showing you 220. Describe now what we're looking at.
So after the victim's body was removed from the scene, we proceeded to basically open up all the blankets and bedding that he'd been wrapped in to see if we could find anything of evidence, anything important in that bedding.
And so we can reorient, if the jury can't recall, is this the foot of the bed down in the lower left portion of the photo?
That pillow is the pillow that we discussed yesterday that was underneath the upper portion of his torso.
Okay. Well, another personal question. Have you ever received a massage?
Yes.
It's weird, but I have to ask it. So are there times in which a pillow is placed under a person's body when they're
Have
getting
you ever had a massage?
Down here, bottom left portion of the bed, when you first come upon the scene, that is bare, correct?
Right.
Just mattress,
Just
and then
mattress.
we saw the red staining in this area.
Correct.
When you fold the sheet back, is this red staining consistent with the location of that other red staining we saw on the mattress?
Yes.
Okay. So hypothetically, if someone were to want to roll this body over to do something to it, could the initial impact have occurred
Liz,
here and then the
just in
whole
time.
sheet been rolled over and with the body in it?
It's possible, yes.
.221, another angle just showing kind of now we're peeling the layers a bit. Or getting
Okay,
different
there's a
angles the
lot of
layers.
blood there. They made it sound like there wasn't much yesterday. That's
222, is this the
consistent.
remnants of the pillow and the blanket that were underneath where John's head should have been?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Counsel, which exhibit is that? The number?
222.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 223, what is this?
That's a towel that was found towards the head of the bed.
Okay. And now it's just been laid out for documentation?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
225. Are we now seeing the white comforter kind of spread out
Yes,
and a couple of blood spots in corresponding corners on the top?
yes.
And show one more graphic image just to talk about a point you made earlier. 229. Is this some of the lividity that you were talking about?
Oh, they're not going to show us that.
Okay. And that's kind of blood settling when a body remains in a position post-mortem for an extended period of time?
Yes.
I mean, it's very clear to me that that's where the head, like, that's where it was when it happened.
One last question. Did you observe any bleeding injuries to the victim's hands anywhere?
No.
Thank you. I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Benson?
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
We'll just start with the last part of your testimony, address some of the testimony that you gave yesterday.
Okay.
You were asked a series of questions concerning lividity and when lividity sets in, correct? You'd agree with me that you don't have an opinion as to the time of death.
I would agree with you, yes.
So when you talk about lividity, you're kind of just guessing because obviously lividity sets in after someone dies, correct?
Correct.
And if you don't know when a person dies, you just kind of have to guess when the lividity. Obviously, it begins after the person dies, but we don't know when, correct?
There are several factors affecting lividity, yes.
And what time was it, these photographs that you've testified concerning? When were these photos taken?
We entered the scene, I would say somewhere between noon and 5 o'clock.
So we're talking about a 5-year period, and you're giving us opinions concerning lividity. And that's just the 5 hours that you were there, correct?
Correct.
You gave an opinion concerning, it appears the body had not been moved, presumably from the time of death that you don't know, correct?
Well, I don't know the time of death, no.
No, and that's my point. Yet you're giving an opinion concerning the lividity, correct?
All
I agree.
I can base my opinion on is what I observed during the time that I was there.
Correct. That's somewhere during that 5-hour period, correct?
Based on my knowledge of lividity and based on what I observed while I was there, that's what I'm basing my opinion on.
Let's talk about lividity. When does lividity begin to occur?
I'm not a medical examiner, but I'm not comfortable answering exactly when it sets in.
Thank you, and you're making my point. So it's pretty tough to say that this body stayed in that same place based upon the lividity and based upon my observation of it, correct?
What I'm saying is that based on my observations of the lividity, there didn't appear to be any variance other than the position that he was currently in.
Fair to say the body dies and it moves 2 or 3 times in a 1-hour period. You can't give an opinion concerning the lividity and when it set in and if the body was moved or not, correct?
I'm not a medical examiner, and like I said, there are several factors that affect lividity, including the body itself, temperature, things like that. So, again, I'm not comfortable answering those questions.
So fair to say, let's just not get a point where, well, the body wasn't moved because of lividity. That's a fairly unfair assumption, an unfair testimony, unfair conclusion to reach, correct?
No, I would not say it's unfair.
I see. We don't know when the body died, correct?
Correct,
We don't know what time lividity may have set in, correct?
correct.
But nonetheless, you're just going to testify and say the body wasn't moved.
Lividity evolves, lividity
Correct.
evolves, and at a certain point, it becomes fixed. And again, there's a lot of factors involved. So again, all I'm basing my testimony on is what I observed while I was there.
Okay. During the 5-hour period, correct?
We were there longer than 5 hours.
Yesterday, you had given testimony that based upon what you saw and the evidence you collected, you had an opinion that it was there on the bed. This gentleman died, correct?
Correct.
You testified that there wasn't any signs of struggle.
Correct.
Fair to say there could have been a struggle somewhere else and the body wound up on the bed. You can't give an opinion, correct?
I know they're going for that angle, but no.
You testified yesterday that we, and presumably that's you and other crime scene analysts, or who else? You said we a number of times, like we hypothesized that about him, the body being rolled. Who was we?
Members of my team, members of detectives who were also there, we did a lot of discussing as a group, as a team.
And when you talk about hypothesizing, is it kind of like in a scientific sense where you reach a hypothesis and then test it?
We don't, that's something that we can't really test, but based on our observations and evidence at the scene, yeah, we potentially come up with theories on how bloodstain patterns could have occurred. That's very common.
Okay. But getting in too, we don't know the time of death,
No.
based upon your testimony,
No,
do we?
we don't.
You had testified, again, about this assumption that the person died at that bed and then was beheaded. Fair to say that that was in large part because you saw some blood going down the side of the bed and puddling on the floor?
I mean, there was obviously bloodletting there that had occurred, but I don't know that that's the sole reason that I made that statement.
Okay. Well, we don't have the time of death. You testified that you observed that the head was severed, but you didn't make any observations of the injury, correct?
Can you rephrase that?
Yes, you testified yesterday that the head was severed, but your testimony was that you didn't make any observations as to the wound, correct?
No. As far as, like, what are you, specifically, what are you asking about the wound?
Well, that's what I'm trying to clarify about your
Okay.
testimony and your hypotheses and your conclusions. You testified yesterday that you did not observe or analyze the wound, correct?
Well, I observed it up close, but I didn't make any determinations as far as what could have caused that or what implementations that caused the decapitation. I didn't make any of those specific assumptions.
But nonetheless, you gave an opinion that the head was severed there, correct?
Yes, that's what I believe, yes.
Are you aware of how the head was severed?
No, I'm not.
What instrumentalities may or may not have been used in severing the head?
I have read the anthropologist report at this point, but at the time, no. I
Okay,
didn't make any assumptions at the time, no.
but you were reaching these hypotheses prior to reviewing the anthropologist's report.
Not a hypothesis about what instruments were used to cause the decapitation.
Well, you're talking about the death occurred here, but you're not really clear on how the death occurred, correct? Or at least how the decapitation occurred, fair to
Not
say?
how the decapitation occurred, no.
You're aware, and since you've addressed it, hand-powered knife and mechanically powered saw, correct?
Correct.
You gave testimony concerning cast-off, blood, things like that, correct?
Correct.
And it was your testimony that you didn't see any evidence of cast-off, correct?
I did not.
You didn't see any evidence of cast-off on the walls, correct?
Correct.
You didn't see any evidence of cast off on the headboard.
Correct.
You didn't see evidence of cast off on the mattress, did you?
No.
You gave some opinions concerning blood spurting when a person's alive, correct?
Correct.
Fair to say that that a mechanically powered saw would, the kinetic energy would cause cast off?
Well, it's difficult to say, and my only experience with hand-powered tools post-mortem involved being present for multiple autopsies at the coroner's office, where they use power tools to cut open an individual's head or do wide incisions, and no, I don't see any blood spatter associated with any of that.
Morgue, the bodies have been refrigerated, correct?
For a period of time, I guess.
Yes, oftentimes.
Depending on when the bodies come into the coroner's office.
Correct. They're generally cold, aren't they? They've been sitting there for a while. They're put on
And
ice.
I don't work down there, so I can't.
Well, ma'am, you just gave an opinion
Answer
about
that
cast
fairly.
off. Just gave an opinion, ma'am, about cast off electric tools. That's a different set of circumstances than those circumstances that you saw in the photographs that you've been shown, correct?
Well, you asked that if a high-powered tool was used, if I would expect to see cast off. And I'm not going to say no, but what I'm going to say is based on my experience with powered tools cutting into bodies, I have not seen cast off or spatter.
And we were addressing your narrow experience in the coroner's office, correct?
I mean, explain narrow.
We're not talking about crime
I
scenes,
don't
are we?
work down there, but I've been present for countless autopsies.
You've never seen a dismemberment of a body, head, arm at a crime scene, have you?
I've seen limbs come off before, but I've never been present for that.
Point time making, cast off, things like that.
Correct.
Fair to say?
I've never been present for a dismembering scene.
You've never been there to watch what happens real time? This is a good question. Sorry.
You had given opinions and all. Are these all the exhibits right here?
Hello, Poppin.
Bob, the ones I used were red.
Today, these were yesterday's? Okay. All of them. Let's take a look at states. Exhibit 87. Body on the bed.
Correct.
You recall your testimony concerning blood here, blood over here?
Yes.
Appears to be two different spots, correct?
Correct.
You testified that you observed the blood, but you'd agree with me that you can't quantify the amount of blood there.
No,
Are you aware of how much blood is contained within the human body?
not exactly, and it depends on the body.
Larger, more blood, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
You aware of the body that you took photos of, the measurements?
Like how big he was?
Yeah.
We don't do that specifically. The coroner's office would take a weight and height.
Didn't look at a driver's license?
It's
There was
kind
a
of
driver's license
important.
scene.
If I told you
So-
that person was 6'4", any reason to disagree with me?
No,
Fairly large body?
sure.
Hi, Jennifer.
That brings another point. Yesterday, you had testified that you could have moved the body over, correct?
I could have rolled a body.
You done that before?
Rolled a body in a bed?
A dead body?
Not a dead body, but actually,
like four.
I have rolled bodies, like assisted with the coroner's office when they needed help, so yes.
More than one person because they needed help, correct? It's hard to move a dead body, isn't it?
It's difficult, but it's not impossible for me.
I see. Bigger the body, the harder it is, correct?
Correct.
And this was a big body, wasn't it?
Sure. I mean, I would say he's average male size,
6'4" is an average male size?
in my opinion.
What?
Wow. Okay.
It's not the average.
You don't know the weight,
size,
do
but
you?
okay.
No, I don't.
You are familiar with the term dead weight. Oftentimes people refer to that in a social sense, but I mean the scientific sense, dead weight.
Sure.
Body doesn't maintain its center of gravity. It gets real hard to move,
Sure,
correct?
absolutely.
It's like trying to move a big wet bag of cement. It's hard.
Sure.
It looks, at least on this photo at least, that we had two spots perhaps where the body was.
Sure. That, or it could have been something that had blood on it that was placed there.
Okay. We don't know. That's a guess,
We don't.
correct?
Yeah,
So
we
let's
don't
not
know.
guess. Let's not guess, okay? The covers, and there's other covers, but just for the sake of testimony, did you recover those?
No,
You didn't impound those?
we did not recover any of the bedding, no.
You didn't photograph it?
We photographed the bedding.
The sheet, I'm sorry, the blue bedding?
We photographed, everything was laid out and photographed.
Hi, 80s.
In the interest of time. Is it missing? Yeah. This is slanted. I brought these things. Thanks, Mike. So there was no analysis performed upon the bed cover?
No. Analysis of what kind?
Cuts?
We did visual observations, but we did not observe any cuts on the bedding or the bed.
Did you take any close-up photographs of the
And not on the pillow. That's
members,
interesting.
future members of the jury, law enforcement, defense attorneys? No?
We did overall photos, and if there had been any defects observed, we would have documented those.
No close-ups?
Close-ups of what?
The bedding, where the body's found.
We laid out the bedding, but like, a close-up would be something of a specific area or a defect or something like that, so.
I mean, you're giving testimony about a head that you don't know how was cut off, and that somehow that happened there, correct?
Correct.
And you didn't keep the bedding, correct?
We didn't feel like the bedding had any evidentiary value to it.
I may approach the witness.
What if there was gunshot residue
Obviously,
on
you've
it?
gone through these crime scene photos. If you could please show us the photograph that you took.
The photograph of what?
Of the
Oh my God,
bedding
put it
that we're
together.
discussing. The blue bedding specifically.
Oh, they're blurring it because there's probably body pictures there. Never mind, cameraman. I'm sorry. I'm rude. I'm rude. Right? Could be a bloody fingerprint. That's a good point, Daria. Could be. I don't know how well fingerprints transfer to fabrics, but a bloody one probably would. Good question. I don't know how I feel though about his questioning of like, oh, the body moved, like
You just pull
this
them out.
wasn't where they died or cut off the head, but I'm kind of like, that looks exactly how I would think cutting off somebody's head would look there. So
All of these
I don't
contain
know about
overalls. Are you specifically referring to the blue comforter?
Yes.
Okay.
also, how are you going to cut off a head somewhere else and drag the body over here, but there not be freaking a trail of blood? Like, it would have had to have happened right there, I would think, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see.
So all of those in that pile. They just have overalls of that blue comforter.
That's right. If you haven't yet, please like. Let's everybody know that we're live. Oh, sorry, 80s. I do my best. Everyone be like Lainey. Hi, Lainey. I like how they blurred for the
State's
pictures. You
exhibit
know, camera guy was got
220?
a lecture yesterday.
It's one of the photographs that you just pulled out? Correct?
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Photograph 221,
pardon me.
correct?
Correct.
Photograph 222,
Correct.
That looked exactly. what I would think.
photograph 223,
Correct.
photograph 224.
Correct.
No close-ups, correct?
Again, like close-ups of,
I give her super
The
strength.
fibers, I mean, to say cuts. I mean, obviously, we now learned that a power saw was
Correct.
used, correct?
Correct.
No close-ups of,
And again, we visually observed every item on that bed.
With a magnifying
Every piece
glass?
of bedding, the towels, everything, the pillows, everything that was on that bed, and we didn't observe cuts or defects on any of those items.
so you got a head that's cut off with a saw, and it didn't leave any marks. Power saw, fair to say?
We did not observe any defects.
It's your opinion that's where the head was cut off.
Correct.
Okay.
226. Same thing, correct? No defects.
Correct.
In fact, in these photos, we don't see any kind of cast off, even minor cast off, correct?
No. On the bedding, no.
Not on the bedding, and that's where the bed was found, or that's where the body was found, correct? That pillow underneath. You've given some testimony about getting massages, correct?
About getting massages, sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
getting correct?
Yes,
Head usually goes on the pillow, correct?
I guess.
Under your chest sometimes.
Fair to say, I mean, in your experience, since you gave an opinion concerning that, when you're getting a massage, your head's on the pillow, correct?
Well, I mean, most massages, there's really not a pillow. You put your head in a headrest.
Well,
on
you
a
talk,
massage
No.
table.
and that's the
not
point
there.
I'm making. You gave an opinion about a pillow and a massage just a few minutes ago, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Well, the electricity of the saw too would create, I would think, a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be like on the walls and stuff.
You
but-
testified that there is a bathroom downstairs,
I don't know.
Yes,
closest bathroom to the body, correct?
correct.
Did you take any photographs of the inside of that bathroom?
Yes,
Did you take photographs of the inside of the shower?
yes.
I'm gonna. That's the one I had.
I don't know. That didn't look like a. I mean, could be. Didn't see it, but. I'll say the audio in this is not great. Just rolled it in there. What do you guys think about Christopher Schultz? Oh, is that the Arizona dad guy that died the day he was supposed to be taken into custody? Was it yesterday? Is that who you're talking about? The guy who left his daughter in the car and because he was watching adult material? Yes. Okay, yes.
That bathroom downstairs.
I can't believe
I don't recall.
they gave him time to turn himself in.
You arrive on August 7th, 2023, correct?
Correct.
You given testimony concerning things that you documented that
Yeah.
you felt were
I
of
think by
evidentiary value.
Suicide.
correct?
Correct.
Well, I heard he hadn't shown up to he was out. He wasn't in jail. It was the day he was supposed to turn himself in court. That's what I
Fair to
read.
say that you go in, you're taking photographs, but you're not perhaps aware of all the facts and circumstances that may give him rise to the murder charge or the death, correct?
Correct.
So you kind of go in there, you do the best you can, but you may not have all of the evidence or all the necessary facts to make appropriate decisions as to what is of evidentiary value.
We do the best we can with the knowledge that we have at the time, yes.
Yesterday, you gave an opinion concerning a ring, correct?
Not an opinion, I was asked if we located a ring in a trash can, and I said no.
Okay. You didn't inventory what you found and what you didn't find, correct?
In the trash cans?
Yes.
We photoed like the interior of those trash cans, but we didn't write down everything that was located in those trash cans.
And that's been provided? We have all the photographs of all these trash cans and their contents?
I have the photos that I reviewed, that I was presented with when I got here.
You were asked several questions on direct. Did you photograph everything of evidentiary value, correct?
Yes.
You'd agree with me that when you were there and your team and you're taking
Oh, hey,
photographs, a
John.
ring
How
was
are
of no
you?
evidentiary value, correct?
If we had found a ring in a trash can, we would have specifically photoed that. That's atypical.
Oh.
In what sense?
Okay.
Well, most trash can items would be trash. Like you can see in one of the photos, there's empty water bottles, your typical trash items. I think
the sentencing was like the 21st or something.
We would have documented that.
But that's assuming that it's a piece of jewelry. It's made out of a fine metal, correct?
Again, yeah, I think anything in a jewelry box or ring, something like that, I'm sure we would have documented.
How about a rubber ring?
Or
Don't have an
a
opinion, correct?
eggplant ring.
Would you have photographed it?
I'm sure we would have photoed the contents just like we did on the other trash cans that are photographs of. We photographed the contents inside the trash can.
Exhibit number 68, trash can. It's your testimony that you photographed the contents of exhibit 68.
Can you refresh my memory on what exhibit 68 is?
There's the trash can that you gave testimony. Actually, it wasn't. It was admitted. How many trash cans were in the residence?
There were 2 in the kitchen that we observed.
Okay. Anywhere else? Downstairs?
I'm sure there were, but I didn't make a note of how many trash cans were in the house.
So we have to rely upon the photographs, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I can't believe they let him just be out.
The blood that was, the drop, there was cone number 1. Do you recall the testimony concerning that?
Well, there was marker A and there was marker B.
The first one, that blood drop.
On the driveway or
Correct,
on
on the driveway.
Okay.
Was that collected for further analysis?
Yes, we collected a sample of that.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
First, I'd move the admission on 168A. Looks like no one's able to find it, but your exceptional clerk tells me that it is the shower photo?
168A has been admitted.
Oh, okay.
So it's been admitted.
Just can't find it. All right. All right. Start from the beginning, ma'am. I won't be too long, but I got to go back to the couple.
Start from the
So
beginning.
you're a professional crime scene investigator.
Correct.
I'm not, right?
Correct.
He's not. Right?
Correct.
You made some deductions based upon what you observed at the scene.
Correct.
Correct. You're not making deductions based upon speculation of other pieces of evidence that may have been found at other scenes or anything like that.
No.
You're just observing what you're observing, coupled with your experience, and you're making some deductions.
Correct.
One of the things that was brought up was time of death. You would agree with me that it's very difficult to determine a time of death unless someone is killed on camera or something.
I would say so, yes, and that's outside of our wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's not your world.
Correct.
And if there's a medical examiner that may testify later, she might be able to speak better to the timing of death.
Absolutely.
Understanding you can't really gauge time of death, there are ways to narrow down time of death in the real world, right?
Right.
Like if someone's alive and smiling on a video, you know they're not dead at that point.
Absolutely.
If a mom sees somebody downstairs or hears somebody or whatever, they're not dead at that point, presumably.
Right.
Okay, so there are ways to narrow it that may not deal with your world of just looking at the crime scene.
Yes.
Okay. There was a line of questioning about how the murder occurred, cast off, and this mechanically powered saw and all this stuff. So I want to clarify something. I would hope you've never been present for a live person being dismembered.
No, I have not.
You
Not big
have
deal.
been present during autopsies.
Yes.
And autopsies are clearly post-mortem.
Correct.
And
saw
you
that.
deduced from this scene that this was a
know much
post-mortem
about it.
decapitation.
Yes.
Okay. And so in the autopsy setting, if the coroner, I don't want to get too graphic, but I mean, they use some heavy-duty tools sometimes.
Yes,
And when they're using mechanical or mechanized saws, you're not seeing blood spray,
no,
spatter, or anything like that.
no,
Okay. So that's
Interesting.
the decapitation portion.
right,
Talking about the actual fatal blow or blows,
okay.
did you see anything in the scene that suggested a gun was used?
No,
Did you see anything in the scene that suggested an item was used multiple
me.
times?
no,
I'm Llama.
What would
Hi.
you expect to see in a scene if a head blow is done multiple times?
that's where you would see various types of bloodstain pattern.
Okay, and that would be cast off or spatter or
Yeah,
whatever.
You would see multiple impact patterns, impact bloodstain patterns.
Would you expect to see cast off if there is a single blow?
No,
There was a
That's
discussion
accurate.
about John's size, and I don't want to get too morbid, but you can't estimate his height when he's missing his head.
correct, correct.
And so you're just deducing based on what you saw of this headless body that you, a person of your size, could flip that person over a couple feet or whatever.
Correct.
Okay. There was a lot of discussion about defects in the bedding. I want to clarify here. So when you have a
Nice to
large
meet you
item
as
like
well,
a-
Jennifer. Welcome.
you're taking, you and your team are taking overall documentary photos.
Right,
If you see a defect, especially on a scene where somebody's missing a head, you're going to zoom in and focus on that.
right,
So what your normal process is, you're observing it, you're looking for defects, you don't find it.
right.
If you did find one, that would be like a zoomed in photo, maybe an evidence marker or something like that.
Yes, we would put something indicating that defect and take close-up photos of it.
Now, you weren't there, you don't know what happened when he died, right?
No,
There was evidence that the person who did it cleaned up the scene because there's a big glaring thing missing from the scene, right? Actually, a few glaring things,
right,
weapons and head.
correct.
No telling whether the person who did the cleanup job ditched another piece of bedding that maybe was covering his head when the decapitation, anything like that.
It's possible, yes.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Correct.
You mentioned that there was no ID found
No,
because Mr. Draskowitz asked you about his height and weight and look at his driver's license. You said no.
no,
And that reminded me, I don't know if I asked you. Did you find any car keys in the victim's room?
no,
Any wallet?
no,
And you said already no ID?
no,
Any cell phone?
no,
And then that last line of questioning about the trash cans.
That is true.
All the photos we've seen so far, those are overalls documenting the scene, correct?
correct.
Then anything that was of evidentiary value, you get closer photos and you take also photos of anything you're taking from the scene or impounding.
Correct.
Correct. Fair to say that you and your entire team were fervently looking for the head.
Yes.
Well, what were you thinking as you're going through the scene when you're opening boxes and
We were opening every bin, drawer, cabinet with
Thanks for stopping out,
a
Jenny.
great deal of trepidation that we would find a head somewhere.
Okay. And so when I showed you earlier, I'm not going to pull the photos, but when I showed you the bedroom earlier, downstairs bedroom, there's a couple containers and stuff.
Yes.
All of that is thoroughly searched
Extensively searched.
because there's glaring things missing from your stuff.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you, Liz.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. We'll pass it.
Any follow-up, Mr. Jeffrey?
Yes, thank you. Based upon those questions, primary focus, you're looking for a head, weapons, correct?
Correct.
If there'd been any defects to the bedding, to the sheet, to the mattress, to the pillow, you would have photographed it.
We would have photographed it and we probably would have taken it.
Thank you. No further questions.
Any follow-up, sir?
No, you're
Does the representative of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, ma'am, you are excused. Thank you very much for your testimony here today.
Bye, Stephanie. Okay, bye.
Call your next witness.
Nicholas Pappas.
I didn't hear that guy's name. I didn't hear what it was.
Are you guys, I don't want to mix these all up, so if you want to this powder, this is the one, this is just the first part of this one that he gave it to me.
I can hear the whispers.
So this is, starts at 88, I believe. Yeah, they're on this part. Good morning.
Sir, will you please state your full name and then spell it for the record? My name is Nicholas Pappas, N-I-C-K-O-L-A-S. Last name Pappas, P-A-P-A-C-S.
May I? Sir, what do you do for a living?
I'm a detective with the Henderson Police Department.
In which unit are you currently assigned?
I'm currently assigned to the Crimes Against Persons Unit, also known as our Robbery Homicide Unit.
How long have you been with that
I
unit?
think that's
A
what he
little over
said.
2 years with this specific unit.
How long have you been with Henderson PD in total?
A little over 20 years.
I want to bring your attention back to August 7th in 2023. On that date, were you called to a homicide scene?
I was.
Were you called while on duty?
I was actually off duty that day.
Why were you called in off duty?
Generally, given the size of our unit, anytime that we have a incident such as that, they need additional resources, so the people typically off duty will also get called.
Okay, and so on this particular day you're off, you get called in, and around what time do you respond to the scene, if you
I
remember?
believe I responded at 10:36 that morning.
And was the scene at Haladura,
It was.
located within Clark County, Nevada?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, approach.
Yes.
Show you a few exhibits. 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Do those all look generally familiar to you?
Yes, sir.
And are those all fair and accurate depictions of aerial maps of a couple of different scenes you responded to in this particular case, being the Caladura scene and Porcupine Ridge?
Yes, sir.
Move to the admission of those.
No objection.
Okay, those will be removed.
Thank you. So I'm going to start with Exhibit 9. Detective, is this the actual homicide scene that you respond to on Caladura?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Represented by a little red flag?
Yes, sir.
When you respond to the scene, Detective, what is going on at the scene?
Well, it was an active crime scene. Obviously, I was not one of the first detectives to arrive, so I was a little behind everybody else.
Okay. Had the main, or I guess lead homicide detectives already arrived?
I believe so.
And who would that be in this case?
Detective Dennis Lozada was primary in this case.
Okay. Primary meaning he's kind of responsible for delegating duties and such,
That is correct.
but you have a role in this as well.
Yes.
You worked in a support role, essentially?
Yes.
What is it that you first do when you arrive on this particular scene?
So when I originally got called out to this, like I said, I was a little bit behind, so we were in charge of actually canvassing for video surveillance originally.
I'm going to show you states 11A. You recognize this?
Yes.
Is this that same Paladura neighborhood with a bunch of yellow tags on it?
Yes, it is.
Do you know if this represents the video canvas that was done by your team?
I believe so, yes.
And can you direct the jury to the area where you were responsible for?
So originally, I was in charge of the Carolina Laurel area.
Okay.
Which is, looks like it's going to be perpendicular to Paladura.
Yeah, let me go back to 9. Carolina Laurel, is that here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that is perpendicular to the Paladura address. Tell us generally what a canvas entails.
Typically with the canvas, we will walk the locations in the surrounding area looking for video cameras, surveillance, ring cameras on the, next to the doors and everything. Anything that would signify that they possibly have video surveillance.
Okay. While you're doing your particular canvas of Carolina Laurel, are you called away to do something else?
Well, I made contact with a couple people on Carolina Law.
Oh, okay. You make contact with people. Do you remember if you yourself impounded any video from Carolina Laurel?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you learn of any surveillance on Carolina Laurel?
I believe that there was no surveillance available.
Okay. At some point in time after your canvass, are you called away to do something else?
Yes.
What is that?
I did conduct an interview after the canvas.
With?
That would have been Devyn Michaels.
Okay. So let's not get there just yet. At some point in time, do you make contact with a homeowner that provides a phone number for who ultimately you identify as Devyn Michaels?
That is correct.
Was there another name used, or?
David Dent, I believe, was the first name.
No, I mean the other name.
Oh, as far as Nikki.
Okay. Was there initially some
Devyn.
confusion as to who Nikki was?
Yes.
And describe that a little bit.
There were multiple names being used. Nikki was one of the names that we learned of, and we didn't know exactly what association there was with the decedent. So that was a little bit of a navigation as far as getting through that.
Ultimately, do you receive a phone number for Nikki of 702-677-4340?
44 is 30, I believe, yes.
Oh, 4430? Okay. And do you remember contacting that number?
I did.
Did you make contact with someone who identified themselves as Nikki?
I don't remember if it was Nikki or if it was Devyn that identified on the phone.
Okay. Nonetheless, do you tell that person to come back to the scene?
Yeah, yes, I request.
Request that person to come back to the scene. And that person does arrive?
Yes.
Do you see that person in court here today?
I did.
Can you please point to that person, describe something she's wearing today?
She's sitting across over here, looks like wearing a purple blouse, and I can't see the actual pants.
Would the record reflect identification of the defendant?
Record of service.
Thank you.
Are you behind,
indicated
Andrew?
earlier that you conduct an interview with the defendant.
I did.
Was that interview audio recorded?
It was.
Was that done in anyone else's presence?
It was.
I mean, the song would fit, right? Oh, darling Nikki there. It fits the theme.
Who else was present for that interview?
Detective Dennis Ozawa was present for that.
Okay. I want to ask you, just generally while we get it booted up, I apologize. At the time you interview the defendant, are you treating her as a suspect, a witness, an unknown? Like, how are you approaching this?
It was an unknown at that point because we really had no idea what was going on.
Okay. Did you have some preliminary information from a woman by the name of Yoko?
I believe so.
Okay. But is this more of like an information gathering, not like an interrogation of a suspect?
That is correct.
Tell us generally what's the difference between an information gathering and like a full-on interrogation.
I'll say like in an information gathering type interview, we are literally trying to solicit information as far as what's going on because typically we don't have all the details. I would say an interrogation would be more directed as far as the direct line of questioning, possibly treating them as a suspect.
Okay, so at this point, you're just looking for answers and anything you can get at that point. Okay. May we approach briefly?
Ugh. Ugh. I hate that white noise so much. I hate it. Angie, you are so pretty. No, it happens. It happens all the time. I was just like, that was a few minutes ago. Oh, yeah, that's true. Good point, Ange. You're still pretty, though.
Judge, I would move for the admission of 618.
Ooh, are we going to get an interview video? I hope so.
I'm sorry?
I would move for the admission of 618.
Any objection to 618?
No objection.
Okay, that'll be admitted.
May we publish?
Yes.
And this was an audio recorded interview?
No, Dave, they never found his head. It's reported that it was thrown in the trash. Oh, we're getting video.
Today is August 7th, 2023, approximately 1 a.m. My name is Michaels out, guys, number 1531. Also, the area interview is my partner, Executive Passes, number 1505, and we're here to speak with State Canada. Devyn Michaels. And we are here in reference to BTR 23-15229. And we're in my detective vehicle parked near 2698 Holiday Garage. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. Vehicle already told me that Johnathan was found deceased this morning. Okay, so we.
Detective, we're going to pause that 46 seconds in. Judge, we have a bit of an echo going. May I inquire if the jury can actually hear what's being said? Are there any issues? Okay.
Also, camera guy, can you put it on the video, please, and thank you.
Well, speak to ladies and gentlemen, you will have this recording with you because it's been admitted into evidence, so you will have it for your review during the deliberation.
We don't know what happened to him. That's why we want to talk to you. See, I know you were here last night. You guys are like trying to move out of the house and move back to your place across the town. Yeah. So if you guys go over the last time you saw him yesterday, your guys' conversation, anything that you think is important for us to know.
Oh, there is no video.
We don't know anything. You know, we just need to find out and start putting things together to figure out what happened.
We spent the whole day together yesterday. We did the girls' school shopping, clothes, pies. We loaded up the truck and we took it to my house. Unloaded it, came back here, was loading more things up. Like I said, we just unloaded things. We ate. Drank a little bit, smoked a little bit, but that was it. Like, nothing abnormal.
Okay. What time were you guys here last night?
Often on different times. I know, like, we left, like, at 9, I think. Got back, I think, at 10. And then, I know I left, but I'm not sure what time. I was talking to Yoko, so she would have an idea of what time I left.
So last time you talked to Yoko, was that after you talked to Yoko last night, was when you left, or after that?
Shortly after that, yeah.
Okay.
Because she was cleaning up and I was cleaning, like, the bottles and stuff like that up.
Okay, and who was home at that time?
John, myself, Yoko, and Yoshida.
Okay. And then last night when you talked to Yoko, you don't remember what time that was last night, or was it this morning?
It was like midnight, 1 o'clock, I think.
Okay. Do you remember your conversation with her?
Yes.
What were you guys talking about?
We were talking about John owing her money, and she said he owes her like $200. We were talking about Andrea coming back. I know John's trying to get out before Andrea came back. And I left the keys for her for Andrea.
What's your birthday too, Daria?
We don't know. John said it was going to be any day because she has to pick up the car before the 16th. So we know she's like supposed to be soon.
Soon, meaning within between now and the 16th?
Yes, sir.
So we don't know if she was coming today, nothing like that.
He just didn't want to be here when she got back.
There you go. I added your name. Happy birthday.
The majority of his stuff is at my house right now.
Okay. And then you guys are moving stuff back and forth yesterday. So what's your address?
5510 Porcupine Road.
5510. How do you spell that?
Porcupine. Porcupine. Ram R-I-M.
And is that in Vegas?
Yes.
You know the zip?
89130.
I just want to get your first name.
Devyn.
Last name.
Michaels.
And your date of birth?
4/28/78.
265. And your phone number?
702-677-4430.
Okay. So you're moving stuff back and forth to this house, it's by temporary plan rent.
Yes, sir.
And then from there, you think you came back here around maybe 10 o'clock-ish. Did you guys pack up more stuff?
Yeah, I put more stuff in my truck, and then I went and grabbed my daughter's prescription, and I went home.
Okay. But you said that John was drinking when you guys got back the last time?
Yes.
So, I guess when you got back, kind of explain what happens from there. So,
He started drinking, and he started smoking. He smoked cigarettes and weed, and he was in the garage. Yoko came down. They were kind of having an issue. She went back upstairs, and then she came back down later. That's when I was talking to her.
and then he fell asleep.
No, he was in the garage when I left.
He was okay, because Yoko told us that you told her that he was asleep.
No, I said I told him to sleep it off instead of trying to drive last night.
So when you left, he was still awake.
Yes,
And then working. And
No,
what was
he
he doing in the
could've.
garage?
smoking.
Something wrong.
Left the door open.
Yeah. And no one's in trouble for smoking weed or doing any bad drugs right now. We're worried about trying to figure out what happened to Johnathan. Okay, so don't leave anything out. Just if it might get someone in trouble. Okay.
It was just me.
Okay. Does he do anything else? You know?
No, sir. I know he smokes cigarettes and weed. I know he has drinking. He was drinking Jameson last night. I was cleaning everything up before I left.
So he's in the garage, say he's just smoking, and then you finish packing up your stuff, and then you take off.
Yeah.
That's the last time. You guys text each other or call each other?
I've been texting him all morning because today was the first day of school, and he was supposed to come down to help me with the grocery register.
When was the last time you talked to him over the phone? Like text or call?
No, last time I talked to him was face-to-face.
Okay, so you didn't text him when you got back to your place saying, hey, he didn't try texting you? Okay,
I texted him, you can count me from orders. I texted him. Hey, this was 4 this morning when I was up trying to get the stuff for the girls ready for school. And I was saying, like, I can't find anything. And then I've just been calling and texting and haven't heard anything.
Okay. Do you know, like, what he does for work?
He's a handyman, so he does odd jobs here and there.
Like side jobs?
Yeah.
People just call him, and they'll just do things like, Mom said something about like the moving and stuff. Does he move people too? So he just does any kind of odd end jobs. How long has he been doing that for?
A few years.
Does he have a lot of clientele, or is it just like word of mouth?
I think it's more word of mouth. I don't know his clientele. He says he puts ads up on Facebook, and he tries to drive his trailer around a lot. Like yesterday when we went shopping, I wanted to go into my car, but he wanted to use the trailer for advertising. So that's...
You know when last time he had a gig or job?
Friday. He did something on Friday. I don't know. He was moving somebody's stuff.
That's the last job that you know that he's done?
Yes, sir. He texted me for it. I don't know who it was for, but he told me how much he made and everything. I don't know any of his friends. He talks about someone he works with named Andrew. I know David, that's the neighbor we've gone to his house. But I don't know who he works with. I don't know. I just don't know anybody of that nature. I know names.
Anybody that comes to mind where he was talking about, I owe this person some money, or hey, just be on the lookout because this guy's looking for me type of thing?
No, sir, people owe him money. Like he said, this guy, this one right here owed him money. So.
Did he own any weapons, handguns?
Yes, but they're at my house now. We took them over last night. We didn't bring ammunition though, like, because there's no safe at my home for them. So we intentionally left the ammunition here.
Back over here.
Yes, sir.
And then,
So Detective, so far you've learned a few things from Miss Michaels. She indicated that John was alive and fine when she left, correct?
Correct.
She claimed that John had some guns, but they'd been moved to her home, correct?
Correct.
She claimed she did not have a safe at her home, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to reserve.
the girl that's supposed to pick up this car over here,
His ex-fiance.
they were supposed to get married?
Yes, sir.
When did they put that?
They broke up, I want to say May.
Of this year?
Yes, sir.
Do you know why they broke up?
She was trying to get back with me, and she moved all of her stuff out. She tried to come back. It just, from what he said, he'd rather try to make it work with me versus being with her. He says that she's been trying to text him and he hasn't been answering. So. She did show up one time, like out of the blue, because I came here to take the girls to school, and she was here, and we did not expect it. But that blue car, she's supposed to be driving back to wherever she's at. But I don't know. I think it's Utah, but he said she's coming because it has something about the 16 on it, like the tax or something. And Yoko, I left the keys for Yoko just in case she did, and someone will stand for her. So.
And you mentioned earlier, like your first off in dwelling, you guys are trying to avoid her, because the SARS are not over or shutting down. Is that like a constant problem with her?
I wouldn't say a problem, but he didn't want to keep dealing with her. He said, like, his ring, we actually threw his engagement ring in the trash last night. So he said it's done, he's 100% done, and he wants to have a family with the girls and everything, but we're not driving back and forth.
Yeah.
We brought as much as we could to the house last night. Literally, we were doing this last night to get him out of the house.
Yeah. Have you seen any text messages she sent him or anything?
No, sir. He just said that he was done, and I just kind of took him at his word.
And she wasn't willing to do that?
I don't know if that was the case. I think,
She was willing to
no, I think she was trying to get back with him because her situation wasn't working out. And she left with some other guy, and it wasn't working out based on what he was telling me.
Almost
And
drama.
he kept saying that she was reaching out to him, and then I think some girl named Melissa started reaching back out to him.
your ex-girl?
Yes, sir. And he said she reached out to him on Facebook.
What's Jonathan's phone?
That Yoko that was talking to you in the first breath?
Yes, sir, that's his mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there talking, 702-561-9242.
Okay.
trying to reach him, but I just thought his phone was off again, because that's normally what happens when I can't find him. Like from non-payment.
Yeah.
So there's nobody that he's mentioned that has issues with him that you can think other than Andrea, who they had a breakup. They're supposed to be married, but then they said
Custody, maybe?
you said that she left with another guy, so it doesn't sound like she was too upset.
No, he was saying that it wasn't working out where she was at, and she was trying to. Yes. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't know if he was saying that just to kind of make me want him more, or what the situation is, but that is what he was saying.
And then what about Anthea? She's the mother of Devyn.
Yes. But she lives in California.
Does he talk to her at all? Nothing like that. So, you guys, when did you guys start talking back?
We started talking more, I would say, at the beginning of this year. Because I was coming down here to take the girls to school and things like that. And he was already saying Andrea was kind of on her way out. So,
So the girls were living over here with Yoko and Johnson. And when did they move back in with you?
the day school got out.
So around May.
May 26th, 22nd.
They come back in with you and you guys are starting to work things out at that point. And you guys have been off and on since when?
No, we're not off and on. We're just trying to make a family work. Like, we're not physically intimate or anything like that. We're just trying to, because the girls really want
Who believes that?
us with one house, yeah. And it saves on gas, so we're trying to make that.
Do you have a boyfriend or anything right now?
Yeah, I'm married.
You're married?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so I was not told that information. I thought you
I'm
guys,
married, but, okay.
we were told that you guys are possibly trying to get back together.
No, we're trying to get everyone in one house and be a family
Oh, okay.
for the girls.
So, who were you married to?
I'm married to Devyn.
The son?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So Devyn, his son, and you are now married. How many people there?
Almost 2 years. And yeah, John knows.
So it wasn't like you guys trying to get back together, like you said, intimately. He's just gonna move back in with you to be with the girls.
Yes.
Very much that.
Was there a reason for that? Just for the girls, or was there other?
It benefit everyone. He was having issues here. Yoko was trying to, get him out, and he needed advice.
Devyn was good with having dad come back, even though
I wouldn't say good, but he understood. It wasn't his first choice for everything.
And then how you spell Devyn?
Devire.
Devire.
Yes.
I do like that name, Devyn.
Good, we've 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Yes.
Has there been any issues with Devyn and Johnathan?
Like, they don't work together anymore, but they're not really.
Did he used to work as like a handyman and stuff with them? What does Devyn do now?
Installations for like security systems and stuff.
Like cameras and things like that?
Just taking the cameras down.
Who did?
John and I, we had just taken the cameras down. They're at my house.
Oh, they're just taking the
There were
cameras down.
on the
Yes, sir.
house. When did those go down?
Last night, we just brought him over.
Or just took him off last night?
Yes, sir.
There's no cameras left on it at all. And then, how many dogs are in the house right now that you know of?
4.
And then are they typically, where do they usually stay?
Here.
I mean, like in the house, like where, or
Downstairs
outside?
in John's room.
So they just all hang out downstairs in that. Is that considered a room? Like you walk down and there,
That's where he sleeps.
that's where he stays?
Yeah.
And they usually just stay all in there. Does he walk outside at all ever, or?
Yeah. Yeah, he goes outside. There's a patio door thing. So yeah.
A doggy door?
Yes, sir.
Does that ever get locked, or he just leaves them outside?
No, it gets locked sometimes, like when he's trying to eat and he doesn't want them.
Going in and out. Alright, let's see what's there. Even though you're married for 2 years, John was just going, moving back in with you guys. The girls trying to keep the family together, and it was beneficial for everybody. You're saying because the driving and things like that, or
Not
saving
the
on-
driving, it was just the girls really want us together. And I know it's kind of complicated for them to understand that I'm married to Debbie, so we were bringing John into the house just to kind of keep things. I know it sounds weird, but
Economics and everything.
Do you have any kids with Debbie here?
no, sir, I can't have any more children.
You're all having kids.
I don't know who you could talk to. The neighbor, David. I know John was supposed to go over there last night.
You guys go with that.
He's doing like a crowd play thing.
Like some kind of seafood boil or something.
Yeah.
And then, did Johnathan have any workers that he had?
Oh yeah.
Like any normal, like day to day, or was it always something different?
He had a few that were pretty routine.
Do you know their names?
I just know Andrew. I think the neighbor on the other house to that way worked with them sometimes.
You know his name, by chance?
I want to say his name is David.
David?
Yeah, not this guy, but David.
You know Andy's last name? You don't have Andrew's number, do you, by chance? Would Debbie ever know who Andrew is? That they work together?
I don't know. Because like when John texts me, it's usually, hey, I got this job, this, and this. So I have those. But they don't really have names on them or anything like that.
When John goes to bed, is there like normal clothing that he wears, like pajamas? I think he meant like when he sleep, there's just like shorts on, no shirt, or just like an underwear, boxers.
The last time John and I shared a room, my daughter was 3 days old, my oldest daughter. So he used to wear boxers to bed.
And that's it.
Yes, sir.
So, that's what I know it was a long time ago, but sometimes habits don't change, you know.
I know he used to wear boxers. I don't really.
That's all he just see the boxers, no shirt, and that's it.
Yes, sir. When I left, he was wearing boxers. He had on, I want to say like black boxers.
Okay.
Boxer briefs.
Does John have any tattoos?
Yes.
You know where and what?
On his arm, I don't know which one is which, but it says Oriental John.
And then anywhere else? Do you know? Oh, it's left arm.
One on each arm. I don't know
Oh, like
which one.
Oriental down.
Yeah.
No, Debbie has not been charged with anything.
But he's had those as long as I've known him.
stuff here, or was it the girls' stuff?
Oh, we brought all the girls' clothes and like the majority of his stuff last night.
And then how long have you guys been moving stuff out of the house?
Last night.
That's it?
Yes, sir. He loaded everything up that he could, and we just brought it over. Like, he made it as quick as possible.
And you're saying Devyn was good with this arrangement?
He was okay with it. I wouldn't say good is not his first option, but he understood.
You're saying he understood that it benefited everybody?
Yeah, it wasn't like there was a lot of animosity about it.
And
The biggest problem was the dogs.
when you guys were starting to talk to each other again, you and John, you say you haven't been intimate together since, for how long?
2018.
Do you know anybody else that he might have been dating, or Andrea?
Everybody. He was dating Sarah, Andrea, Michelle. He was just like, when we separated, he was just
Going on dates like crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know how many. He said he had 5 girlfriends at one time.
As far as you know, he wasn't selling like anything illegal right now?
No, his hustle was to go to the Goodwill, buy things, and then try to resell them.
Off-road or something like that.
Yeah, that's why, like, if you look in the backyard, there's a ton of bikes.
So he just buys stuff.
He would get, like, turf and just random things from his jobs, and then try to resell them. Like, it seemed like he was trying to do better than what he had been doing in previous years.
Were you guys hanging out at all? Because I know you were all day yesterday, but prior to that, it was like a regular thing you guys would hang out, or?
We actually were here a couple of times this week, me and the girls.
Okay.
We had dinner and everything like that. I know we were here on the 4th, because we went over to David's house. I think we were here like a week after that, so it was just whenever.
Does Devyn come with you guys?
No, it was me, John, and the girls. We were trying to build that together.
And then for, Yoko is Devyn's parent too, right? That's the reason why he would want to come over?
No.
He just left it with you guys? Any additional questions? For the same practice? Okay. Well, we have your phone number, so if there's anything extra that we need to contact you about, we'll give you a phone. Okay? Only thing I said, motion 1243, and that's it.
Shall I keep going?
Okay, Councilor first. Lunch recess. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including fellow jurors, in any way regarding this case or its merits, either by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication or social media. You must not read, watch, listen to news and media accounts or commentary about the case. You must not do any research, such as consulting dictionaries, using the internet, or using reference materials. You must not make any investigation, test the theory of the case, recreate any aspect of the case, or any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own, and you must not form or express any opinion regarding this case to the spot submitted to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1 o'clock. We'll be in recess till 2:15. All rise for the jury. you are excused. Just remind you that you are under oath and you're not allowed to discuss your testimony with anybody, and that you could be back at 2 so we can promptly start the case. Okay, thank you. May the record reflect you're outside the presence of our church. Today has 11A been admitted? You showed it, but apparently we don't have it as actually in your exhibit.
It was in the stack. I may have not said 11A, but there was no.
To 11A.
There was no objection.
Okay, 11A is good. All right. Anything we need to do outside the presence?
No, no.
All right, we'll be back to the case.
Sorry, my little llama just got home from school, so I was talking to him about schoolwork. What are we doing? We're on lunch break. And for another hour and 15 minutes? Okay. All right. Well, I missed the ending of that interview. But let's talk about it, though, before I go off, and we'll come back for part 2. So some interesting things in this interview that I heard was very interesting. So Devyn tells them, hey, he was moving into the house. Oh, I guess we don't need that up anymore. Sorry, the light. It's 4:00 here and it's almost about to turn dark. So it can be kind of blinding. Anyway, so Devyn says, yeah, he's moving in with me so we can have a normal, kind of family life, blah, blah, blah. We moved some stuff. We went back over to his parents' house around 10. I left. I said hi to Yoko and said something about he needs to get some sleep. And that was between like 12 and 1, even though we saw her on the CVS camera at like 2:30 in the morning, which shouldn't have taken that long. So, okay. So she says that he was out smoking in the garage, which we do know he's a smoker because we saw the ashtray. But if he is smoking in the garage, that could explain why the garage door was left up like it was. I'm like, that he could have done that first, and then somebody used that as the entrance and exit. I wouldn't be surprised if he propped the door open a little bit to let the smoke out. Interesting thing, though, is that John, was engaged earlier and ended that relationship. And she talked about some other women. Now, do we know if she is a jealous woman? Kind of, because in the defense's opening statements, they show some text messages between her and Devyn, her husband / John's son, her stepson at one point, where on August 3rd, 4 days before, she texts him in all caps, like repetitively, cheater letter, cheater letter, cheater letter, cheater letter. I want a divorce. You're out. So, I think she could be a jealous person, because I don't know if she said it in this interview, because again, I missed the last couple minutes. But I know at one point in one of the interviews, prosecution told us in their opening that she said she was giving him a massage and then hit him over the head with a stick. But remember, her and John are not having any romantic relations at all. He's just moving in for the kids. So you're telling me you don't have a relationship going on, but you're giving him a massage? No, get out of here. Get out of here with that. I don't buy that for 1 second. So then she told them that there used to be security cameras all on the house, but they just so happened to take them all off and move them to her house the day that he was murdered, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. And that's true, Tracy. You know what? Fair point. Fair point, Trace. Cheater, liar doesn't always mean jealous. Cheater, liar could just be anger. Not that it helps. True. But if Devyn was cheating on her, I could see her being like even more hyper vigilant if John was talking to other people too. Because it sounds to me, even though she said, oh, we're not like getting back together that way, I don't know. Kind of seems like maybe that was happening, but I don't know. As we know, John has a few exes that, come into the picture. I think that's all very interesting. What is the other thing she said to him or in this interview that I was like, oh, that's interesting. She went over her relationship with Devyn. Again, you saw her downplay the entire, it's not like that, when we know damn well it was like that, because that's her entire defensive strategy there. Yeah, isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient that those security cameras were gone? A little bit. Yes, I would say so. Oh gosh, it's going to drive me crazy. You know what I'm going to do this weekend though? Because I do not have time between tonight's show and all of the stuff for tomorrow. But this weekend, I think I'm going to go through and I'm going to make a timeline and a chart based off what they said, because they're saying a lot of things, but it's getting a little jumbled and hard to follow because it does seem like some lines are going to be told. So I'll probably this weekend kind of make a little thing for us to follow through on who's saying what. Oh, and let's go back and talk about the CSI lady, Stephanie. All right. She says, yeah, I can roll over a 6'4" man. Excuse me. All right. So little Llama's dad is 6'4". Okay. So I've had a 6'4" man be asleep on the bed. I could not move the 6'4" man, who is alive, by the way, just so we're clear, who was alive in this scenario, not dead. All right. And it was hard. And he wasn't like, he's like, I don't know, 200 pounds or something like that. So it's not like he was like super bulky or anything, but I'm just saying that's a lot of weight to move. I mean, I'm like 5'7". I think I'm taller than that lady and bigger than that lady. And even I had difficulty doing that. So I just thought that was, interesting. Chart, yes. With what time? I don't know. I'll make it work. I'll fit it in somewhere this weekend on my list of things to do. Some lies. She did lie to the police a lot. Yeah, it does sound. And, she's like, yeah, Devyn he was fine with moving out. I'm telling you what, I don't think he was fine at all in this scenario. Okay. I don't think so. Now, Lady in Gray asked earlier about Devyn and if Devyn had any charges. No, there's none, because according to the prosecution, they said Devyn has nothing to do with any of this and is excluded. I don't know. I don't know. I do have questions, but we'll see. We'll see what they reveal as the days go on. But my suspicions are still very highly that Devyn either did it or had something to do with it. Just because we listen to these cases all the time, you guys. Tracy, thank you. My husband is 6'3", 205 pounds. I would have a better chance of pulling him on the floor with a sheet. Yeah, like, it's a lot. Like, even when they're sleeping, right? And then dead. Yeah, that's going to be that girl. I don't know about that, ma'am. When in doubt, always blame Yoko. I mean, oh, goodness. All right. So I need to set up this other stream for you guys, because I am going to take a little break, just because as soon as court is done today, I have to go right into true crime and wine time. So I do need a little bit of break to make sure I have my stuff together for that. And that I might eat some food or something. So let me schedule this for us. I'm not the best at doing things at the same time. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts on what you've heard so far today? I think her interview is very interesting. Okay, so let's see. I need to change that to part 2. I don't know. I'm just very on the fence between the two. Now, somebody else asked, well, what was Devyn's motive? So they haven't said, but they kind of implied that it was custody reasons. So and that is what they kind of implied. I don't think they actually like straight up, said. So we'll do 5. The lawyers, you guys said he had to be back at 5. Dre has to be back at 5:15. We'll do 5:10. We'll get here a little bit early. I need the thumbnail. Uno momento. I can multitask. Tracy says, it's always weird to me that this happens in his family's home and nobody heard anything. Right? It is kind of interesting. Especially if they're using like an electrical device, but maybe it wasn't a very loud one. I don't know. What was I looking for? Oh, I need the thumbnails. That's what I need. So yeah, maybe that's definitely a question, but like they have smaller ones that don't make as much noise. Also, the defense is trying to be like, oh, well, maybe he was killed somewhere else. Maybe they took off his head somewhere else. I don't know if they should even like go down that road because it doesn't sound like very believable to me. Oh, there's a screenshot from yesterday. It doesn't sound very, likely. Again, he's 6'4", so that's going to require more than one person, I would think. Also, if they killed him somewhere else, there would most definitely be a trail of blood leading into. I mean, how would you not? Savage says maybe it was one of those electric knives that were used to carve turkeys. Maybe. Hi, Kelly. Welcome back, even though we're about to go on a short little break. It could be that. They did say that, I think they said an anthropologist. We're going to have an ME and most likely an anthropologist, maybe. What is this? Day 2, part 2, right? Okay. We'll add my face to that one because that's a pretty good screenshot that that Buff put together there. Oh, I didn't even do it right. Let's just change that to... I'm so confused. Buff, why do the other ones look different? I don't know what you want me to do here. Okay. You know what? It's fine. I'll figure it out. I can do things. Maybe if my computer doesn't want to be a pain. I'm trying to make it so I can just send you guys to the next one, but I don't know how to do it. You know what? It's fine. My face doesn't need to be on it. You guys see my face enough, so it's fine. But I do need to take a short little break. Let's see, download. Look at that. Behind the scenes stuff. Savage says, or they ordered a jumbo size slap chop from the QVC. Oh, wait, one of the things I read yesterday, that reminds me, I don't know if they brought it up in the trial or not, but reportedly, Yoko, the mom, John's mom, said that a meat cleaver was missing from her kitchen. But I don't know if they've brought that up or not. So I'm just saying, could be. Maybe he was unalived in the garage and put in the bed and his head removed so they couldn't tell what did it. I mean, could be. Again, though, that's going to require more than one person. There's absolutely no way she was able to drag his body and not, because listen, it would have to be a head wound, right? So you're risking a blood trail there. So, oh no, don't worry about it, Buff. I got it. You can just adjust the thumbnail later if you want to. I don't really, care either way. So I'll leave that up to you. They probably got it off the murder aisle of Walmart. Could be. Also the tools they use could have already been in the garage. So there's that possibility, I suppose. Let's see if that worked. That would be a cleaner cut, but I know that there's not spatter, right? Because he's already dead, so it's not pumping. But if you're cutting it off, this is very graphic, but if you're cutting it off with a meat cleaver, right, you would have to bring it up each time, because you're not going to chop it off one time with the meat cleaver. The vertebrae itself, because remember, they're going with head down. So I would think that would definitely swing something somewhere, but I don't know. So yeah, let's see. How do I know how things work. Kind of. Oh, there we go. There's the redirect, and we'll redirect you guys to part 2 after I sign off here. Now I'm going to go take a little short break, spend some, mommy time with my little llama before I come back. This should portal you over into our part 2 stream. So make sure you buckle in tight. The chat will be open so you guys can all talk amongst yourself while you wait for myself and the court to come back. So that is what will happen. Maybe she has ChatGPT. Dudes at Benihana's could. That's true. I mean, if you got a good knife set, I suppose you definitely could. I don't have a meat cleaver. How many people have meat cleavers? Just wondering. I don't have one. This is a very gruesome puzzle we're trying to solve here. It's absolutely kind of barbaric how they desecrated his body that way, and for his mom to find him. Whoever did this, in my opinion, really did not like this guy, because why take the head? Why take the head? Unless you shot him with a gun, but the bullet didn't come out or something. But even then, I think that there would be a blood trail somewhere besides out in front of it. So, All right, friends. Well, I'm going to go take a quick break. I will see you all on the other side very shortly. Make sure you grab some snacks. Who knows what's going to happen for part 2. And hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, go forth and be amazing. Bye, guys.